What if the very pain that tormented one man became the source of the most beloved art in history? Vincent van Gogh sold almost nothing while alive, yet today his work moves millions of people. His story sits at the crossroads of creativity, suffering, and the mysterious workings of the human mind. So let's explore, respectfully and scientifically, what his life can teach us about psychology. Van Gogh didn't even start painting seriously until his late 20s. Before that, he failed as an art dealer, a teacher, and a preacher. From a psychological view, this pattern shows someone searching desperately for meaning and belonging. When he finally found painting, it became more than a job. It became his emotional lifeline. In just 10 years, he produced over 2,000 artworks, an astonishing burst of output. This intense productivity, followed by exhaustion, hints at powerful swings in energy and mood. Psychologists note that some highly creative people experience emotions more intensely than others. This heightened sensitivity can fuel breathtaking art, but also deep inner pain. Van Gogh's letters to his brother Theo reveal a man who felt everything deeply. He wrote about loneliness, hope, despair, and an almost unbearable longing to connect. That craving for connection is a deeply human need, and its absence can be crushing. For most of his life, Vincent felt like an outsider who couldn't quite fit in. Social rejection, research shows, activates the same brain regions as physical pain. So his isolation wasn't just sad, it likely hurt in a very real, physical way. Yet he poured that ache into color, turning suffering into swirling, glowing skies. His famous episodes of crisis, including the wounding of his own ear, are well documented. We won't label him with a modern diagnosis, because we simply cannot know for certain. What we can say is that he clearly struggled with severe periods of mental anguish. He even chose to stay in an asylum, seeking help during his darkest stretches. And astonishingly, some of his greatest masterpieces were painted right there. This challenges a dangerous myth that suffering is required to create great art. Research suggests people create best when supported and stable, not when overwhelmed by pain. Van Gogh created despite his suffering, not simply because of it. His brother Theo's steady support was one of the few anchors in his turbulent world. That single reliable relationship shows how vital connection is for a struggling mind. Vincent died believing he had failed, never knowing millions would one day love his work. His life reminds us to value people's inner struggles long before the world catches on. And if you're carrying pain today, remember, your sensitivity can also be a gift. If this touched you, subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.